Hello and welcome to my channel, Single Mom Review. My name is Sherry and that is spelled C-H-E-R-E. It is spelled a little fancy but pronounced plain old Sherry. And I'm a full-time high school English teacher and a part-time reseller here on YouTube. And then I also sell from the platforms Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop. And all those links will be down in my description box. I would love for you to go down and shop. If you do find something that you like, send me an email. I would be happy to send you a discount or send you an invoice through email. So just go shop if you would like. All the platforms are pretty much have everything the same. It just depends on what you prefer to shop on. And I just want to show you guys some appreciation by being able to give you a discount if you decide to go shop there. Today is my purse sale. I planned on doing it on Sunday. I actually had everything ready, but I came down with a head cold Friday. Well, Thursday night I didn't sleep well. Friday I knew I was coming down with one. Saturday I stayed in bed the majority of the day, and then today I didn't even go to church, which is not usual for me. I usually go to church every Sunday, but I just kept having a tickle comes when it starts to drain, and then I cough, this dry cough that drives me insane. So if I have to take a minute to get a drink or something, please give me a little grace today. Also, my hair's just kind of thrown up in a high ponytail. I was actually supposed to meet my oldest son and his girlfriend for dinner in Stillwater before I go back to school tomorrow, and I didn't even do that. I said I just probably need to stay home and rest and go ahead and get this video done. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead. So this is going to be a Marvelous Monday purse sale. I do have quite a few things ready to go. I actually have a few small items, some clothing items at the beginning, like not very many. And then I have 8 clearance items, and everything is $20 and under. And then I have a lot of new items today. So some Patricia Nash, Coach, Kate Spade. Those are just a few. Oh, Bed Stew. So those are just a few to start off. But as you can see, I'm kind of dressed kind of winter-like. Oh, shipping. Small leather good items. I do have a couple of fun box items that would probably be a $5 ship. But if you get like 2 items, then you're going to bump up to $7. But I will tell you, I have a max of a $10 ship. And so you can actually put whatever you want in a box, and it's max $10. I did have a thrift haul video that I put out on Friday, I think it was. And so, was it Friday? Yeah, I think it was Friday. My days are running together. If you did order something from then, you see something on here, it would still be the same shipping box because nothing's went out in the mail since then. Oh, I will send you a PayPal invoice. Send me an email to singlemomreview@gmail.com. I'll send you a PayPal invoice, and then you don't have to be a member of PayPal. You can be a guest, and you can use your credit card or your debit card. Or if you'd rather pay by Venmo or Cash App, I can send you a request that way too. So whatever you prefer, we'll get it worked out. As I've mentioned, starting out, I'm going to go ahead and start with the clothing items just because I'm decked out in clothing items. This is a Goodwill haul that I did, a scarf haul. I actually think I put this maybe up Thursday. And I haven't mailed these out either. So if you ordered from the Thursday or Friday video, I still have that box. And then the jacket was from my thrift haul from the bins. So, and then the sweater I have underneath was also from the thrift haul from the bins. But I wanted to show you after I cleaned them up and showed them on. And I love the scarf with this jacket. All right, so we're going to do the scarf first. The first thing is the scarf, and this is the Cashmere scarf. It is, find the tag. It is Cashmere finished, made in Florence, Italy. So this is a Cashmere scarf. It is like a kind of a lime pea green with browns and cream plaid, but look how beautiful this looks with this winter white coat. It really gives it a neat pop, I think. I really liked it. You know, you could also cross it here. It's got the little bit of fringe there at the bottom. But I just really thought this was really pretty and just gave a little bit of color to this off winter white coat. But this is, there's nothing wrong. It is in pristine condition. Cashmere. Like I said, it's like a pea lime green with brown and cream with fringe on both ends. Cashmere scarf is $22. $22. It's beautiful. If you had a brown sweater or just a plain cream sweater and you drape that on it, it would just give that little bit of extra. Then we have this gorgeous winter white Columbia jacket. I'm 5'4" and it goes well below my bottom, so it's got a lot of coverage. It is a size extra large. I have a very thick sweater on underneath that has a turtleneck. I'm gonna turn that off. Sometimes it's easier for you to see. It has a turtleneck underneath there, and it's still, I've got a lot of room here. Okay. Got your gray Columbia here. This is the Omni Shield line. I think they call, I can't remember if this is weather resistant or not. I didn't do enough in-depth look at that. I know the North Face that are made out of this material are weather resistant, but I'm not sure about Columbia. But it is like a kind of a little stand-up collar. You can make the collar go down if you want, if that bothers you. It does have pockets that zip. So if you have something important, you can zip those up. It is a women's. It's a little bit fitted there. Okay. The only thing I have OxiCleaned this, the only thing I didn't do was soak it. So if somebody likes to soak items, you could even do a better job than me. But I got it down to where it's very minimal. But there's this tiny, if I can even find it now, there's a tiny dot on the back. It's so tiny you can't hardly see it now. Right there. And then the sleeves, which, I mean, it's a white, so down there by the hands, you can just see kind of a tad dinge there. And like I said, I didn't soak it, is the only thing I didn't do, but I did put some OxiClean on it. You see it just a little, but honestly, not bad at all. And I think that was it. Otherwise, she's in amazing condition. And there's the Columbia tag, extra large, Columbia sportswear. This jacket is $20 for her, $20, because it had that little spot, so I marked it down a little bit more. All right. And then this sweater, actually picked this up and was going to probably keep it for myself. It's a size medium, you know, and if a medium runs on the small end, you know, it's not for me. The length is good. It fits fine. I would say maybe the sleeves are just maybe not quite as long as I would like them. And I'm sure if you stretch that, it would be fine. But they're honestly not that bad. It's just me. If you're a true medium, this would be perfect. If you're a small, it would be perfect. I'm between a medium and a large, I feel like. And so the length, like even the length on me, 5'4", is a good length. It's mid-butt. It's not clingy at all. You've got this, I think they call this the Iceland. You've got your pinks and your blues with the navy turtleneck scarf. It's very, very, very soft. So for this sweater, $12. That's a steal for this beautiful sweater. And then I also had one other clothing item. I did try to put this on. Sorry, I had to cough. I did try to put this on because I was going to try to make it work. But this is from Cabi. Extra small. This was also from that thrift haul. First time I've ever found Cabi on a thrift haul like that. And I love it. I wish it fit. It is the Ryder Moto jacket. It is number 913 in the Cabi series. It does have an asymmetrical zipper. It kind of goes across. So it's got pockets right here. It's an oatmeal heathered beige. It's quilted. This is in pristine, absolute pristine condition. There's some that wear it zipped up and others that wear it opened. And it is adorable. It is, and so soft. It is just so soft. And it is, the outside is 74% cotton, 26% polyester, and the lining is 100% cotton. For this, I'm asking 22. 22. Sorry, coughed again. 22. All right, I'm gonna jump out of this and put a little t-shirt on. I'm afraid I might be getting hot. And then we'll go through the rest. We're gonna do, I have one other home item, and then we're gonna do the 3 fun box items. Then we're gonna get into the purses. And I do have 4 pairs of shoes at the end. You wanna make sure that you stay tuned. I've got some Rothy's. I have some black suede boots. I've got some Rebecca Minkoff boots. And I've got some Mark Joseph black driving loafers. My moccasins, whatever you call them. My last per sale, I didn't sell any boots or shoes during the sale, and I posted those on my store in my closet, like maybe within the next 48 hours, and I've sold 3 of the 4. So shoes are flying out of here. And so if you see something you like, you better grab hold of it. All right, I'm gonna jump off. I'm back. Like I said, I'm sorry if I have to jump off back and forth to cough. I have to start school tomorrow, and I've got all this going on. All right, so the other home item was this Afghan that I found out thrifting. It is a handmade, beautiful zigzag Afghan. I've washed it. We've got the fringe down here. It is 58 by 60. It would be a beautiful baby's room or a small toddler or young lady. The pinks and the blues and the teals, gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Afghan, handmade. Be also beautiful thrown across the end of a bed. If you had bedding in blue or something, how beautiful would that be? So for this Afghan, I'm asking 22. 22 for it. All right, the fun box items. The first one we have is this hat. Is that not cute? It is 100% wool. All of those flowers are from the wool also. It is there's no brand. It just says 100% wool, and it says one size fits all because it has this drawstring in the lining. So you just cinch the lining up to how, you know, you want it to fit. And excuse my hair because I took things on and off and had a hat on. So just let me be today, please. But I would of course take a lint roller. I did not do that before I walked in here. But it is new, without tags, never been worn, 100% wool. I love the flowers. Those are gorgeous. hat, and I am asking 15. 15 for this. What a great, fun hat. We all had those dinner parties we go to that we just, you know, you're supposed to, you know, have a theme or something. How cute would that be? All right. Then next thing is these leggings. I will go through what I think shipping would be on each item in a minute. These leggings that are by Lemon, they are the brushed tight in a size MT. They are in the color black, and it doesn't say what MT is. I will put, if I can find a size chart thing, I'll put it at the end here because I don't see it on here anywhere. But they're a really nice heavy duty tight that would be perfect for winter. And so for this Lemon new with tag black brush tight size MT, $8. $8. And I will put a size chart at the little clip in so that you kind of know what that fits. But they're really soft and thick. All right. And then the last fun box item is this little Torrid belt. It is new with tags. It is a 1X, which would be a 14-16. Sorry, coughing again. Torrid. I think this maybe goes in the front. I actually put a picture, I think, of somebody wearing this when I opened it in the fun box. I'll have to go dig that out. Okay. But I think it goes like that. I think the bow goes in the front. And then you would, like, if you had a red dress on, you have your little, and it's elastic, so it's got some give to it, which is really nice. But what that would add so much if you just had like a plain colored sheath dress, or even like a little cardigan or duster that you maybe didn't have a belt with. This would be a great thing to go with that, because it would just match and it would hold everything together. It is faux leather, little knot there. I think it's called the Torrid knotted belt, if I'm not mistaken. Faux leather, but it is new with tag, and I am asking $10 for her. $10. All right. Let's see. This would be a $7 ship because I'd have to get it in a box. This would be a $5 ship. This would be a $10 ship. The Afghan would be a $10 ship because it's heavy. The sweater would be a $7. It's heavy. This would be $7. The coat would be $7. I'll do $7. And the scarf would be $5. Like I said, if you start getting a couple of things together, you're never going to go past 10, but it could start getting a little bit higher. All right, and the max is 10. All right, so now let's go into clearance. The first thing we have for clearance is this Clinique times Kate Spade. This was a collab. It's a makeup bag. It still has the plastic on the Clinique zipper pull. You've got the navy and white stripe with the polka dots contrasting with a green zipper. Beautiful navy, new without tag, Clinique Kate Spade collab, and I have marked this down to $10. $10. All right. The next thing I have is this Vera Bradley Dogwood. That's the pattern. It's called the Quick Swipe ID. Here's your ID. I don't think this has ever been used. Like the key ring here has no scratches on it. But you've got Vera Bradley branded on the key ring. You've got Vera Bradley on the, it's where they call the swipe little, I think that's why they call that the swipe. Lock here, little clip lock. You've got your ID place here on the back. You're going to unlock it here. Opens up. You've got one zipper pouch here that you can put, you know, if you're using this as a keychain, you want to keep a card, you want to keep change, you want to keep some dollar bills as you take your keys in to go get a drink. And then your ID goes right behind there. It is just really for that, like a couple of dollar bills and your ID, and then you just keep those on your keychain. Real easy to grab. So I'm marking this Vera Bradley Dogwood quick swipe ID down to $8. $8. All right, the next thing I have is this Madden NYC little belt bag. I can't believe this hasn't went. Denim is always in. And this has everything in it. It is new without tag. It is a very beautiful light denim that goes with everything. It can be a belt bag. It can be a crossbody. That's what I would use it for. You know, I love my crossbodies. Isn't that cute? I just look like I am really in. You can also, if you want to tighten this crossbody up, you can wear it as, you know, like right here on the front, like a little sling. You can also wear it on your back as a little sling. And last but not least, as a belt bag. So this has so many ways to wear it. The crossbody is this white Madden NYC. It is removable and adjustable guitar strap. It also has the matching zipper pouch that clips to the guitar strap, or you can unclip it and throw it in your purse and keep your, you know, change, your dollar bills, your cards, your keys, whatever you might want to keep, you know, in there in the little pouch. AirPods. You have your Madden NYC branding there. You have a decorative chain that hooks on here, but it's also hooked on to your zipper pull. It's going to zipper right across for a pocket there on the front. Then you also have this top zipper that's going to open up into your main compartment. You've got your Madden NYC zipper pouch there, and there's your interior. So stinking cute, and so many ways to wear it. I think that's my favorite thing about this one. And it is, I'm marking it down to $10. $10. All right, the next thing is the Sakroots new without tag. It's a great thrifting item here. It is a navy and white. This is the wallet crossbody. You get your Sakroots branding here. I think this is like a coated canvas. Now this is leather and this is leather. This is the original crossbody strap. It does have the Sakroots branding there on the clips. It is adjustable, but it's also removable. So if you're going to wear it as a crossbody, there it is. It's great for denim. Okay. Also, you can take those off and just have it as a wallet. Your zipper pull has your Sakroots little branding there. You have this beautiful navy. I think it's called the Artist Circle is the print. This opens up, and this could be for a phone. Now, this is one of the newer models. It's pretty big, so I think it would fit a pretty good sized phone in there. But if not, you can put papers, anything like that in there. Then it opens up into the zippered compartment that's going to accordion style open. And you're going to have a slip pocket, credit card slips, slip pocket, zippered area, slip pocket, credit card slips, and slip pocket with your Sakroots branding. New without tag, wallet, crossbody. I'm marking this one down to 14. All right. The next thing we have is this Tignanello. This is the one that I've said seems to be like a hot ticket Tignanello when I was looking at comps. Everybody was kind of, this one seemed to be a little bit above the others, some of the others. This is what they call the Social Status Function Crossbody by Tignanello. It does have a little bit of scratching on the hardware there. Otherwise, she's in pretty good condition. Get a little rub right there, maybe. Maybe a little rub right there. Probably maybe add a little paint there. And maybe a little rub right there. I could maybe add just a little paint too. Honestly, are really pretty good. Your front here is why they call it the function. I think when I get ready to open that up, you're going to see. But let's look at it. It is not adjustable, nor is it removable, but you can make it a shoulder bag. It's a crossbody and a shoulder bag. So let me show you. Here it is as a crossbody. Okay, super cute. And then what you do is you unclip this. You just thread that through here. And you take this, you get it lined up here, because that's going to drive me nuts if it's not straight. Okay, now I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to clip it to this side. I'll have a little shoulder bag. Little Y2K style shoulder bag. Double handle. All right, so the back side here has a zipper pouch. I love the Tignanello, the satin lining that they do, and it's so easy to clean. Then you have the front side here. It's going to unsnap. You've got this front area that has a zippered area. Big pocket there. Then you're going to open your function area. Has 2 snaps. It's got a big pocket here, and then you've got credit card slips right there. Magnetic snaps. Then all that before you ever get into the main compartment. And you've got your Tignanello branding, zipper pocket, and 2 slip pocket, or actually 1 slip pocket. So for this Tignanello black social status, the only thing I will say what this one had was it had a little bit of, honestly, you don't even hardly see it, just a tiny bit of maybe edge coat started to wear. Honestly though, I don't really see much. Maybe not, maybe it wasn't this one. I really don't see much other than those little corners. All right, so this one, I marked down to $20, $20. Crossbody or shoulder bag, $20. All right, and that is leather with non-leather trim. All right, the next thing I have is the St. John's Bay. This is all leather. It is an embossed, and this is vintage. It's a beige embossed shoulder bag. It is adjustable, but not removable. Here it is as a shoulder bag. How cute is that? Western kind of outdoorsy, rugged look to it with the embossing, the beige, rustic looking. I can actually, me being 5'4", it would actually be an okay crossbody if I wanted to do that. And like I said, it does have a little bit of, it goes up a notch there. It does have a little bit of adjustment. This, I don't know that this was used much at all. There's really not any call outs there on any of the leather on the outside. I love the tassel here. That's one of my favorite things about this bag. It does have your 100, genuine leather tag here. The front here has an organizational area. A lot of vintage bags have this little organizational thing. A lot of the Worthington leather bags I find, but it's accordion styles open. You've got a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here with an ID holder that has the original, never used paper in there. You've got a place for a pen. You have a zipper pocket here in the middle. You have a slip pocket, credit card slips all the way up to the top. So you have all that like a little mini wallet before you ever get into your bag. On the back side here, you do have a slip pocket. It goes pretty deep. Throw your phone, whatever you want to throw in there. It does have 3 compartments to it. We'll start at the front. The front has a zippered area. And then your middle is snap. And in that middle, you have the St. John's Bay branding. You have a zipper pouch, and you have like a vintage cell phone small pocket and another slip pocket there. So 2 slip pockets. And then here on, you know, they might consider this the front. I kind of thought that was the front, but they might consider that the front, because usually your branding, you know, goes towards the back of the bag, and that would be that way. Either way. And then this is the little tassel is the zipper pull. And maybe that's why it's meant to be that on the front like that, which that is cute like that. And there is that pocket. Let me see what it looks like with that tassel hanging. I kind of like that. Kind of cute. So, okay. So for this vintage St. John's Bay beige embossed shoulder bag, I am asking $20. $20, all leather, $20. All right. Let's see. The next thing I have 2 more clearance. The next thing is this Tignanello. This is my favorite Tignanello of the day. This beautiful gray and black shoulder bag tote. This is the most beautiful gray leather. It is like butter. It glistens. It feels just amazing. I wish you could feel it. The outside of this bag, there is absolutely no call outs. I don't know that this was used. I think it hung in a store, or I think, because the only thing about this bag is there's a little bit of edge coat where the silver is. Not anywhere on the handles, just where the silver went around, which I fixed that all up with some paint. But that's the only place you can kind of see just a tiny bit. But that is the only call out on this bag at all. It has this front really deep pocket you could throw a phone in. Here it is as a shoulder bag. It's gorgeous. It has the leather detail right there, the stitching that goes down. This black bottom leather is absolutely beautiful. The handles are in fabulous unused condition. It has a top zip closure. Oh, let me show you the bottom real fast. You can see what I'm talking about. Nothing. I can't believe somebody hasn't grabbed this. The gray is gorgeous. The interior is flawless. You've got your Tignanello branding here, a zipper pocket, and 2 slip pockets on this side. So for this Tignanello, most gorgeous tote bag, I'm marking it down to 20 for it. All right, and the last clearance is this Tignanello. She was the one that had the most work I had to put into. She's black and brown. I love a black and brown. She is also the leather with the non-leather trim, and I don't know if the non-leather is the brown. I know the black is leather. They don't ever specify what's considered trim and what's not, so you know, kind of on your own with that. Here it is as a shoulder bag. It's a beautiful shape. It's beautiful colors. Very kind of Western, kind of looks like a little saddle bag. The shape of it's kind of like in the saddle form. You've got your Tignanello right there on the brown on the front. The bottom of this bag is actually in really good shape. The leather is all in really good shape. It has pocket here, pocket here. You have your back zipper pocket there. Now, where I had to work the most was the handles. Right here is where it had some issues. You can see that edge coat. Nothing really to do with anything besides the edge coat. And then a little bit of cracking. Nothing's really pulling up, but I can just see it starting to crack there, okay? So that was the big part. And then there was a little bit of edge coat around the silver, which I think I pretty much got. There was also right here along the top, the edge coat. I've painted most of that back, but it still's not, to the blind eye, nobody's ever going to notice. But if you started, you know, really looking at it, you would maybe be able to really tell if you really started looking at it. But if you just glanced, you're never going to know. It's got 3 areas here. I couldn't just say like, oh no, you're not worth my time. So I did try to go ahead and bring her a little bit back to life. You got this area, and the inside was gorgeous. You got this area with your Tignanello branding, zipper pocket, 2 slip pockets, and another slip pocket. So before you ever get into your main compartment, you've got these 2 big slip pockets, which are really nice. And you've got the 2 pockets here on the outside, and you've got this back zip pocket. So it's got a lot of organizational compartments. For this Tignanello, I'm actually marking this down to $12. $12 for a very pretty black bag, black and brown. All right, that is it for my clearance. Let me grab a drink. All right, the first thing I have 2 of these. They are the Michael Kors wallets. I wanted to bring this back. This I think would be a wonderful Valentine's gift for that man in your life. I have 2 of them. They're new with tags in the box. They're black, the Nor black, and the Andy is the style. They were regularly $98. They are the slim bifold. They are leather, Saffiano leather, I think. Michael Kors branding there. You open them up, this leather is just wonderful. Got your Michael Kors branding there. You've got credit card slips, and then you've got this big compartment here. I'm not going to take that out, for dollar bills. What they call the slim wallet. It just has your necessities in there, your cards and your cash. Sorry, I coughed again. For this wallet, I am asking $29. I have 2 of them. The next thing I have here is this vintage. If you've ever used Mary Kay, sold Mary Kay, you may know about this bag, but this is a new without tag vintage Mary Kay black velvet little clutch shoulder bag. Still has the plastic on the hardware opening there. Got this little chain here. I don't even know if it's barely big enough to go over my shoulder. I think it's more of a little hand, like a little crook of your arm though. Black velvet. This does go right inside here though, so if you want to wear it as a clutch, how cute is that as a clutch? If you're going out, this looks so vintage, so what would you call that, 60s style? Oh my gosh, it is just gorgeous. What a collector's piece, especially for somebody into Mary Kay. It's so cute. All right, so that pops open. It's got a little pop open there. Has a beautiful, of course, pink Mary Kay interior. You got your Mary Kay branding right there. You've got some credit card slips there. This was actually it's not quite vintage yet. I misspoke. This was from 2007. So one more year. I'm going to go ahead and put this back inside here, and she will be vintage. So for her, I am asking $10. $10. All right. The next thing I have is this Hobo International trifold black cutout leather wallet. It's got a few minor, but if you know Hobo, they're known for distressing. So those little things really don't do anything against the item. You've got your Hobo on your zipper pull here. Open that. Your back a zipper pocket. It's like a black and white chevron print. You have this cutout black leather fold for your trifold. It's just going to magnetize open, so it's real easy to get into. Opens up. You've got the same black and white chevron. You've got a slip pocket with your Hobo branding right there. You've got a little slip pocket here, and then you've got a slip pocket here that has a keychain that says Hobo. So you can put a key in here. You can hide that key away, or you can use it as you're going into a store or something. Take your wallet. You want to keep your keys on with your wallet right there. It does have this very easy clip that will take that on and off. So if you're using this with your keys and then you're like, I'm going to run in this store, you attach them to that and then, have it in your wallet. And then down here, you have another slip pocket, ID holder, and credit card slips. These wallets are so nice. I've sold several of this style of wallet. So for this black, beautiful cutout, beautiful leather, go with anything. Hobo International, I am asking $28. $28. All right. The next thing I have is this Vera Bradley. Little gingham plaid is the pattern. This is the mini hipster. This is, I don't know if you watched my thrifting video. I'll put it up here if you didn't. But I wore the navy little hipster in. I'm on my thrifting that day, and it was perfect. I never really even realized I had it on. It was so lightweight and perfect. So this one has your Vera Bradley here on the front branding. It is like a kind of a, has your purple, like a lavender, kind of a orangey coral, yellow, navy, gingham plaid. It has your organizational wallet area here on the front. On the back side here, you have a magnetic pocket. It's got a baby blue interior. Now, it looks like it did have a little bit of, maybe like we've talked about that glue stuff. I did really, really, really clean it, but you could still see the straight line of where they've, glued those materials together. That's a dead giveaway of when it's glue, is when it's just this straight line straight line. All right, so here it is as a crossbody. How cute is that with some little, you know, the navy plaid part with jeans would be so cute. Okay, so, and it is adjustable. It does have Vera Bradley here on your buckle. You're going to open this little organizational area in the front. Got that big area. You could put a phone, keys, before you ever are getting into the main part. You have another slip area here for dollar bills, and then credit cards, ID, whatever you want to put there. And then your main compartment, you have a zipper pocket here, and then it is all nice and clean inside. The interior was really clean on this. So for this little gingham plaid, little hipster, Vera Bradley, I am asking $20, and this is RFID also. So that's another big plus when you're thrifting. All right. The next thing I have is this J. Crew. It's this J. Crew. This is called the Ryan. She's a burgundy crossbody. Now, I don't know that this bag was ever used. I think it was stored, and I think that they didn't give it drinks when it was being stored, and the leather just started to weather right here. Sorry, I coughed again. Started to weather there, and then you can just see it right here. Now, there's nothing tearing apart. That's all strong. Still, everything's together. There's nothing tearing. It just has gotten weathered there, kind of cracky. I did do a lot of conditioning just to make it. I knew that I wasn't going to take that away, but I just wanted it to get back to where it, you know, felt good. The rest of it was still feeling good. So I did do that. But like, there's nothing, there's not a mark, there's not a scratch. Everything else is beautiful. So unless you're somebody that gets really up close and on it, you're probably really going to not notice that. And you can maybe even claim that it's just meant to be that way. It's meant to be weathered. This is all very shiny, and this is meant to be weathered. I don't know. It is adjustable. It does have the hitch and post that you can adjust it to be, I think we've got some different holes. Yeah. Got some different holes there that you can adjust it to, maybe to be a shoulder bag or to just be a shorter crossbody, because it is pretty long on me. I'd probably want it up to there a little bit. It is a beautiful burgundy color, burgundy wine color. Let's see. It does have, like I said, this little snap. Open that up. Here's your front, or your top zip. Gonna open up. The interior is leather also. Beautiful leather. You got your J. Crew right there. There's your J. Crew branding with this beautiful leather interior pocket. Like I said, it's nothing scratched. I don't know that it was ever used, other than I think it was stored improperly, and that caused that. That's what I think. So for this J. Crew, I have, this is a scratch and dent. I have marked this down. I marked it down to 18, almost half price. 18, actually it is half price, $18. Like I said, there's nothing else the matter with it other than that nobody's probably, the naked eye is never going to see. 18. All right. Oh, I forgot one other little wallet that I had. This is a little Michael Kors. It might go this way. I think it's meant to be, look this way. This is the Saffiano leather signature MK cream brown flap card holder wallet. Got your Michael Kors here. Got your MK. I think I got this in a name brand handbag box from ThreadUp. It's going to open up with a snap. You've got your ID holder here You're going to slip your ID right in there. You've also got another slip pocket here. You've got another slip pocket here and here. You've got some card holders here. And then you have this bigger pocket for bills or papers, whatever you want to put in there. So it is just pretty much just a card and bill holder. That's why it's called the card flap holder wallet. And so for this, and it is in wonderful shape. For this one, I'm asking $29. $29. Also, same as the other wallets, $29. All right. Let's see. The next thing I have is I don't know if you guys have ever been in a garage sale. This was an indoor garage sale, and people are kind of going crazy and they're running and they're grabbing things, and so you grab something and then you think, oh, I've won the prize, and so you and you get home and you think, I don't think that was a prize. Happens to me more often than it should, because I should know better by now. But this little Coach leatherware crossbody, and this, I'm positive this is real leather, and that's really when I grabbed it, I looked at this. Oh yeah, that's leather. I'm grabbing it. And of course there was other things. I was grabbing those things too and just throwing them in. They had like bags, and you're filling a bag, and then you go up to the register and they check you out. So once I threw it in, I never looked at it again. Okay. Here's the front pocket interior. Oh, the other thing I did look at was I went to see if it had a hang tag, and it did. So here's the little hang tag. I really didn't think much about that. And then when I got it home, I looked at the zipper pulls, and I'm like, I don't think that is. But this is so, like, this is leather. I don't know. I was so confused by that. It still confuses me. This crossbody strap, I don't know that this was the original crossbody strap, or if it is, it's not. This is not real leather, but it matches well. But I didn't really even look at that one. Here is that other that I've never seen before on one. It has this little side zip. It had a tiny bit of, just a tiny bit. I could actually probably get a little something and make that a little better into pink there. Probably pretty easily could make that into pink a little bit better, but it's honestly, because that's white there, you honestly don't see that very much. And then open this up. It does have there, and then there's your interior. It's all clean and nice. It's really kind of, actually, I just looked at this and threw it in. I don't really think I even looked. I was going so fast, I didn't even look. But anyways, there's too many things that tells me, yeah, I'm thinking I didn't do my due diligence. And so this is $10. $10 if anybody wants a little, like I said, I would take all that other off, because I think that actually looks really, really good. But anyway, $10. Not paying attention. All right, the next thing I have is this Kato. This is a faux leather. I do think this is pretty new, like it's in like new condition. This is removable, so it could be a clutch also, or a little shoulder bag. I love this turquoise color. How cute is that? If you wore it as a clutch, it almost looks like a portfolio style clutch. So stinking cute. It's in an envelope style, portfolio style look. Very business-like, very business chic. I love the shoulder bag strap here. That's the silver with the faux blue turquoise intertwined. It is, like I said, removable. On the back side, you have a zipper pocket. There. And then on the front side, you have these two pockets, and they are working, the zipper pockets. Oops, I can't hang on to it. Then you have this opens up and a snap, but look what this is good. It still has a zipper there, so nothing's coming out even if you drop it. Open that. And there's your interior. You've got your Kato with a zipper pouch, and then you've got two slip pockets there. Beautiful on the inside. Like I said, it's in like new condition. For this Kato, I'm asking $8. $8. That's a steal. All right, the next thing I have, oh, I love this. Vintage Whiting & Davis metal mesh, black metal mesh shoulder bag. I should have gotten this out. I had this. I should have gotten it out and showed it before the holidays but you know, we've got Valentine's Day coming up. So with a red dress, whoo, it is your true metal mesh. This is leather here, along here, and the strap here is leather. Now, it hasn't been stored to the best of its ability either. It's not cracking anywhere, but it is kind of like kind of starting to gather a little bit. Like where you it would maybe eventually, but it's, I've actually done a lot of conditioning on it too, and it's a lot better. It was very dry to touch at first, and it's a lot better. So I think if somebody continued to really give it some drink, that would do wonders for it. Here it is as a shoulder bag. How cute. I love metal mesh. Okay, it has your top zip here. It has this old vintage zipper pull here. And there's the interior. Got this one zip pocket over here and no slip pockets. Like I said, there's no metal mesh missing or anything. It is in beautiful condition. Just this leather still needing a little bit of drink here and there. So for this vintage Whiting & Davis metal mesh shoulder bag, I'm asking $32. $32. These people look for these metal mesh bags like this, the true metal mesh bags in this good of condition. All right, the next thing I have is this Kate Spade. This is the Arbor Hill Elodie, E-L-O-D-I-E, ivory and black satchel crossbody. Now, she doesn't have the original crossbody, so I added that. I got this in a thread up name brand handbag. This is 100% cow leather, and it is absolutely amazing. I have a Tiffany blue Kate Spade tote, the same kind of cowhide leather, and I mean, they just feel amazing. Get your Kate Spade branding here. A little dinged. The handles are in amazing condition. The outside leather is in amazing condition. Let me see if I saw anything. I really don't. This is like a contrast because you have, this is all like an ivory on the outside, but then your inside of your handles are black. See that? And then the interior of your bag is black. So it's a contrast. Little bag. These are, they have cream and navy. They have a white and pink. They made several different color combinations, and they all are way out there on pricing. This one I think is the best one because it's so neutral. It goes with everything. How cute, beautiful is that as a little in the crook of your arm satchel. And then I did add this guitar strap crossbody strap if you wanted to wear it as a crossbody. I always like to give that, you know, versatility. How cute's that? I love a square crossbody. Because it did have the little clips for your crossbody on the outside. So you got your inside, interior, you got 3 sections. You got your back side here. It's just, and it is all leather interior. Then you have your middle zip. Oops, got a little, I'll show you here. That goes over the top of the zipper. That opens up to a little zip area that's all leather, and that's the cream. So you've got your cream, black cream. Then you have the front area that has your Kate Spade branding, your slip pocket, and then you have that big area, all that leather. It's got so much leather. Now this is a magnetic, you've got your middle zipper area, and then you've got this that's going to hold these two. They're magnetized together there, but the back is just an open. So for this Kate Spade Arbor Hill Elodie, I don't know how you say that, I'm asking 65. I'm gonna ask 65 for her. 65. I think that's a pretty darn good deal. 65. All right, the next thing I have is this Vince Camuto. Oh, I love this. Look at this big bag. Shoulder bag. Oh my gosh. She's gorgeous. So much leather on this one too. You have your Vince Camuto right here. She is gorgeous. She almost reminds me of the Coach Madison with the 3 different compartments like that, where it zips in the middle and goes down, and then you get your 2 outside compartments. Here it is as a shoulder bag. How pretty is that? That is so pretty. I love it. Here is the bottom. She was loved. You have a little bit of corner rub. Just a tiny bit. I did try to help her out a little bit with conditioning and some other things. So honestly, you can hardly not see anything at all now. The bottom was beautiful. All of the leather. This cream leather, which how hard is that to keep clean? This ivory cream. Gorgeous. The handles are really in amazing shape. Okay, got your gold. Kind of looks like a little, I don't know, stirrup there. It's going to open up into, like I said, you get your 3 compartments. Here is the back. I can unsnip it. Okay. This big compartment with a zipper pouch. Then you have your middle section. That is a zipper area. It's a big area. And then you have your front section. It's got a couple of slip pockets. So this thing is made to carry some stuff in. You can make it as big, like I had it stuffed up to be, or as small. You know, carry it with a little hobo bag with as little as items as you want to have in it. It is up to you. So this Vince Camuto cream ivory shoulder bag. I'm asking 28. 28 for this. Beautiful. Look at all this leather. $28. All right. The next one I see, I think I have like 5 more bags. The next one I have is this Coach. This is called the Easton, sorry, coughed again. Easton West Gallery brown shoulder bag. It's a beautiful brown. I don't have a hang tag for this one. You've got your Coach branding there. Got your Coach right there on all 4 of the shoulder straps. I think it's so cute. It is a beautiful, like a cocoa brown leather. You've got a slip pocket or a little side pocket here and a side pocket here. Your bottom is gorgeous. It's a beautiful. Okay, here it is as a shoulder bag. You can also just carry it in the crook of your arm. If you wanted to add a crossbody, I'm sure you could snap one here and here and then just lay your straps down. Carry it as a crossbody. I love the front zipper pocket here because this zips completely apart, which means your bag gets really wide if you want to throw something in here. You got your Coach branding here. You've got a zipper pocket and you've got 2 slip pockets there. Beautiful, like a very lavender gray interior. The handles are in wonderful shape. So for this little Coach cocoa brown Easton West, I am asking $42. All right. The next one is, oh, the bed stew. The bed stew. Okay. This bed stew. This one and one other one is probably my favorite ones of the day. But look at this leather. This is like a saddle leather. It is like a messenger kind of style. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the leather. Oh, and this bag. This is another one that needed a lot of drink. Somebody didn't take care of her either. But look at that stitching on this leather. Like it's hand stitched. Got your bed stew right there. It says genuine, unique, imperfect. And that is why this leather looks, it is real leather. Bed stew is made to look like that. Well, other bags are real leather, but it is like, it wants the natural. It's natural leather. That's a better word for it. So back here where you, looks like maybe you've got a little darker here, or, you know, like this scratch I do think was done, but it goes with it because it says that it's imperfect. This is imperfect leather. And they make the natural leather to be able to have a scratch here or there and still be absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, you've got the bed stew on the back and the front. It is a crossbody that is adjustable, so you can make it a shoulder bag also. Here it is as a crossbody. Look how gorgeous that is. I would have it up a little bit, but oh my gosh, this bag is absolutely gorgeous. The leather on this bag. Look at the stitching. Now, you've got like a little, I don't know if that's like a little, I don't think that that was from the leather. I think that is actually maybe like an ink mark or something, like 2 little dabs there. That might have been an ink mark also. This is your front opening, just like a messenger bag, just flips up. You open it up. It's all leather interior. Look, even that is hand stitched. The detail of this bag. There's the interior. Look at that leather interior. There's the other pocket. This bag is absolutely amazing. Here is the leather of the strap. Even the handles or the strap that goes onto the D-rings is hand stitched. You can smell the leather a mile away. Okay, so for this bed stew, this is the Yvette, Y-V-E-T-T-E, Yvette. I'm asking $98. These go for like about $150 online. I'm asking $98 for her. Yvette. Gorgeous. All right, the next one I have is this Vera Bradley. This is the mini concerto. That's what the pattern is. And this is the triple zip hipster. Now this one is sure enough a scratch and dent. Okay, but she was too beautiful for me to just give up on. So I did some Sherry DIY to her. But isn't she pretty? I mean, like, honestly, to the naked eye, she's beautiful. And the interior was beautiful. But I mean, just to have just a bag to throw on to go do stuff in, she's beautiful. All right. What her issues were, first of all, she has a little back slip pocket right about the size for a phone. And then she has, let's show you these first. She has this front zip here, and it actually has two slip pockets inside of that front zip. Then you have this zip that goes all the way down. All right. Her problem was a lot of this that goes around the edging, the piping, had been rubbed. I don't know if they washed it with something that rubbed against it. I just don't know how everything else could have been so well taken care of and that so rubbed. I'm not sure. So what I did was I got a blue Sharpie and I just went all around the edging because it's honestly smooth. It's nothing other than it just had taken the, you know, material kind of color off of it. And I just took blue and did blue all the way around it. The same thing with the top here, kind of had been, you could just see it was kind of weathered a little bit. I just took blue and we just did blue. The shoulder strap was probably where I noticed the most around here, around those rings. The silver part had just really rubbed around there. I did the same thing with the blue. I just took blue to the naked eye. Now, if you're really looking at it, then you're going, oh, yeah, that does look a little bit like Sharpie, but to the naked eye, you're probably not ever going to notice. Now, if you wanted to take that strap off, I did that for another customer one time. Because these O-rings have Vera Bradley on them, but I cut this strap off. It was in worse shape than this. It was bad. This one's nothing compared to the way that one was. And then I clipped a guitar strap, and so it just basically had a new strap on it. I did have a white thin strap that I would be more than happy to do that same thing with. I would take that off and then it would just have this plain white strap with it. Or you can leave it like this. Or I can send this and you can decide, decide what you want to do or don't want to do with it. So for this let me show you the inside. We gotta get to that part first. All right, so we got the big top zip here. Like I said, the interior was gorgeous. Got your zipper pocket here. And it doesn't have any interior pockets because you had those two slip pockets in this front area. All right, so for this Vera Bradley Mini Concerto Triple Zip Hipster, $18, and that would include this white guitar strap if you wanted it to, and try to fix it up. All right. Then 3 more. Then I had this Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers has a very, they have a heavy following. This is a yellow nautical tote. Got flags. It's like a canvas. I am not sure. I don't think that this is leather. I think it's faux. Pretty sure it's faux. Really couldn't find. I did look, and honestly, I feel down here, and it's faux. It's an adorable little. What about a little, like, go to the beach if you're going on a vacation, if you're going to the pool, if you're at your hotel and it's just your little bag to run down to the pool. How vibrant and beautiful is that? And it's Brooks Brothers. Got all these little flags. It's yellow. It's the bottom. It did have one tiny spot right there. I don't know what that's from. And then I think there's one little spot on the inside. It does have a snap button here, but that's the only thing on the outside, just that one tiny dot. The interior is like new. I'm not sure that this was used, other than it might have been in a store also, and because it had that spot, they got rid of it. You've got your Brooks Brothers branding there. You've got this canvas zipper pocket on this side. And there's the interior. It's a beautiful beach vacation bag. So for this Brooks Brothers, I am asking $12. $12. Now this is probably my favorite of the show. This, and I have one other thing. Look at this Patricia Nash. Is she not beautiful? Look at these handles. She's a shoulder bag tote. She's in a gray, it's called Stone. It's got cutouts and embossing. The cutouts have a metallic silver underneath it. The leather is amazing. You've got this little Patricia Nash little hang tag. Not really hang tag because it doesn't say Patricia Nash, but it comes with the bag. I mean, like, it was original to the bag. These handles are fabulous. Okay, so your back side, oh, let me show you here. All of your leather, got your Patricia Nash right here. All of your leather on the outside is absolutely gorgeous. It's meant to be very distressed, rustic looking. Got all that, and then the handles. That's why this is left very rustic looking on the edges. Now, I don't have this color of gray paint, and the only thing, you know, your bag's never going to come up off the floor like this, but it was used, so you just have a little corner wear there, maybe where it rubbed right there, right in the same thing, rub. There's nothing coming through, it's just a rub, 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 the same spots, those 3 on that side and those 3 on that side. Otherwise, it's gorgeous. You had a little bit of gray paint, you could probably dab that up and nothing flat, but I did not have gray. So, but the interior and everything else is beautiful. All of the outside leather for her is beautiful. All right, so got the back pocket. It's got 3 sections. The back area, you've got your Patricia Nash with a zipper pocket. Then you have a double zip, middle zip area. Okay. It's that really light suede that Patricia puts in her bags. And then the front area has 2 slip pockets. And you have that middle zip area. And then your whole bag snaps. Gorgeous. So for this Patricia Nash, I'm asking 75. 75, and the only reason she is 75 is because I didn't have gray to dab those up. 75. The last thing I have are these, is this new, I actually have 3 of them. I had 4, I've sold 1. This is the You Warm My Heart tote. This one is probably, of the 3 styles that I had, this one was the one that was the highest. This was, and you know, they're all different collectors are looking for different ones, and this one was the one that was like the highest of them all. It was a You Warm My Heart. It was original $150. It's the Brighton. Let me go ahead and take this out and show you. All right. Like I said, I have 3. Has the tag with it here. You Warm My Heart. Features exclusive hand-sketched artwork from designer Tom Clancy. Toss a little sunshine over your shoulder for maximum happiness. Okay. This one, maybe it's the bee on this one because people collect bees. This one is a canvas tote. It's got the blue and white handles. Okay. Your front, or whatever, I don't know which one's what, says let the sun shine in right here. You've got, what do you call those, posies? You've got be happy with a B. You've got your love with the heart, love spelled out, and then love with the dove. On this side, you've got the B, and then you've got Brighton and TC for Tom Clancy. You have Brighton on the bottom with a little mermaid striped. And like I said, on these canvas totes, the zipper pocket always has something on it. And this one has the dove with love. And it has the flowers around the top here. And let me show you. So this one is $39. Like I said, this one was a little higher than all of the rest. I am selling the B and the blue and white striped canvas handles for $39, and I have 3 of them. If somebody got more than one, I would do $35 for each. All right, guys, that is all. That's all the purses, so let me get the shoes real fast. All right, the first pair I have are these Rebecca Minkoff gray suede boots. You have little studs around the heels. They are in fabulous condition. You've got this little, I don't know, what would you call that? Cushion, 3-tier like cushion. Here is the bottom of the soles. Really good shape still. These are a size 7.5. Rebecca Minkoff. You can see down in there, Rebecca Minkoff. All right, so for these Rebecca Minkoff gray suede 7.5s, I am asking $45. That's a pretty good deal for Rebecca Minkoff. I was surprised how much her boots, I didn't even know she made boots, but she does. All right, the next pair are these Sam Edelman. These are the style Petty. These are in like new condition. They're a black suede little ankle boot. You've got your Sam Edelman right there on that zipper pull. The suede for black is beautiful on these. Here's the bottom sole. They are a size 8. Your Sam Edelman right there. Has the inside zip. There's your Sam Edelman there. So for these Sam Edelman Petty style, I am asking $35 for them. They are cute. All right, the next things I have are these Rothy's. They are the round toe but they do have a little V right here. They're like a gray stone leopard. I did take the interior soles out, or footbeds, and I washed those because they're just kind of a little dusty, so I thought I'm washing them. Actually, I got these in a thread up name brand shoebox, the size 9s, so they're a great size. If you take the footbed out, they're true Rothy's. Okay. The soles of these are in amazing condition. So for these size 9, gray stone, kind of a, I don't know, leopard looking round toe Rothy's, I am asking 62 for these. This pattern seemed to be very, people were looking for it, and these are in absolutely fabulous shape. All right, and then the last pair I have are these Marc Joseph New York, and they are handcrafted in Brazil. I had a pair of mules in this exact same style that I picked up, and as soon as I put them, they never sold when I showed them on my platform or on YouTube, but when I put them on my platform, they're one of the first pair of shoes that sold out of my closet when I was putting shoes on that day. Because the leather on these are absolutely fabulous. You can just tell that they're so nicely made. These are the driving loafers. You've got the little, I don't know what that is, but even the other ones had that little red thing. It's like a black pebbled leather, and they're in wonderful condition. They've got these little kind of a bow that hangs down with a little silver at the end. Here's the bottom. The soles of these are wonderful condition. These are a size 10. Pretty sure these are size 10s. Yes, size 10. So which is a good size. When I got these, I thought a sticker had pulled part of the sole up. Well, then I was like, oh, they kind of feel sticky. So then I went, Clorox wipes are the best to get sticky stuff off if it's something that you know is not going to take the color away from. And it wasn't. It was like, it was actually sticky residue from the sticker. But once I got that off, there was nothing off the sole. They were perfect. So for these Marc Joseph, made in Brazil, black driving loafers, leather, I am asking 25, size 10. They are beautiful. All right, that is it, guys. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. Like I said, I haven't been feeling well. I hope I didn't drag this out. I actually have a new source box that's supposed to be coming tomorrow. I think I may put that up maybe on Wednesday, maybe. I said I wasn't going to do more than one video a week, so I might not. I don't know. No promises. I'm going to video it, so we'll see what my reaction is on if I want to go ahead and get it up. So that's maybe what I have coming up. Otherwise, I've got my purse sale coming up next weekend. A little about me. My son got back from the Passion Conference. He had a wonderful time. I did go out for dinner with the girls for New Year's Eve, but was home fairly early. I talked a little bit about it in my thrift haul. I went to the bins on New Year's Day and met Haley from Haley's Jewelry and Crafts. We had a ball. And other than that, I've just kind of been trying to recuperate from all the banquet busy time. And then I came down with this. So anyways, hopefully I'll have feel a little bit better to share a little bit more here pretty soon. But right now I kind of feel like I need to get off. I feel like I'm getting ready to cough and I need to blow my nose. So I will be talking to y'all again real soon. Bye.